You're listening to Movies, where I give a quick rundown of the movies coming out in movie theaters. I'm going to talk about movies coming out March the 19th. The first one's called Last Call. Had a 0% on Tomato Meter with an 81% audience score. A local success story, Mick returns to his old neighborhood for a family emergency and is forced to stay when presented with a huge real estate opportunity. Now he must decide between taking the money or saving the one thing that links him to his past and his one true love, the family bar. It is rated R for crude sexual content, some drug use, and pervasive language. It's a comedy. It is directed by Paolo Pilati, produced by DJ Dodd, Rob Simmons, and Ente Novakovic and Paolo Pilati. Written by Paolo Pilati and Greg Lingo. It is 1 hour and 42 minutes long. It is also streaming. It is by Novakovic Bros, Future Proof Films, Goody Goody Productions, and JARS Productions. Some of the cast and crew: Jack McGee as Lawrence, Jamie Kennedy as Whitey, Zach McGowan as Dougal, Bruce Dern as Coach Finnegan, Taryn Manning as Allie, and Jeremy Piven as Mick. Phobias. 62% on Tomato Meter with a 71% audience score. Suffering from extreme phobias, 5 dangerous patients get put to the ultimate test under the supervision of a crazed doctor and his quest to weaponize fear. It is rated for R for violence, language throughout, some sexual references, and some disturbing material. It is a horror, mystery, and thriller. It is directed by Camilla Bell, Marina Lee Go, Chris Von Hoffman, Joe Seal, and Jess Farley. Written by Camilla Bell, Chris Von Hoffman, Joe Seal, Jess Farley, and Marina Lee Go. It is also streaming. It is 1 hour and 25 minutes long by Defiant Studios and Kodiak Pictures. Some of the cast and crew: Ross Partridge as Dr. Wright, Macy Gray as Renee, Lauren Miller Rogan as Emma, Hannah Mae Lee as Sammy, Martina Garcia as Alma, and Leonardo Nam as Johnny. Happily. 71% on Tomato Meter, 31% on the audience score. After 14 years of marriage, Tom and Janet still can't keep their hands off each other. When they discover their friends are resentful of their constant public displays of affection, the couple start to question the loyalty of everyone around them. Then, a visit from a mysterious stranger thrusts them into an existential crisis, leading to a dead body, a lot of questions, and a very tense vacation. It's rated R for brief violence, sexual content, and language throughout. It is a romance comedy, directed by Ben David Grabinski, produced by Jack Black, Spencer Berman, Ross Kahn, Nancy Leopardi. Written by Ben David Grabinski. It is also streaming. It's 1 hour and 36 minutes long by Indie Entertainment, Commonwealth Media, and Electric Dynamite. Some of the cast and crew: Natalie Zia as Karen, Brecken Meyer as Richard, Paul Scheer as Val, Stephen Root as Goodman, Carrie Bish as Janet, and Joe Miguel as Tom. Enforcement. 75% on the Tomato Meter and 67% on the audience score. Jens and Mike, 2 police officers on routine patrol, find themselves trapped in a maze of buildings by a mob of vengeful rioters. It's a crime, drama, mystery, and thriller. Directed by Anders Olom, Frederick Louis Havid, produced by Signe Leek Jensen and Morten Kaufman, written by Anders Olom, Frederick Louis Havid. It's also streaming. It's 1 hour and 48 minutes long by Toolbox Film. Some of the cast and crew: Arian Kashef as Osman, Oslam Saglan Mack as Abia, Isa Katab as Isa, Tarek Zayat as Amos Al-Shami, Simon Sears as Jens Hayer, and Jacob Lobman as Mike Anderson. Food Club, 77% on tomato meter, no audience score. Marie recently found herself abandoned on Christmas Eve by her husband and has been falling apart ever since. Burley has been the external bachelorette who outwardly denies her age and lives the sweet life. All seems perfect until we find out about her complicated relationship with her daughter. Vanja is still living in the past and has never been able to move on from her late husband. The three lifelong girlfriends decide to travel to Italy together to attend a cooking course in Puglia, and here they each find the opportunity to redefine themselves and acknowledge that the most important thing in life is their friendship, and that it's never too late to live a more fulfilling life. It's a comedy drama directed by Barbara Topso Rothenberg, produced by Eva Jewel Hammerich, Nina Lang, written by Anne-Marie Olsen Dinghus. It's also streaming. It's 1 hour and 40 minutes long by Level K, Upulia Film Fund, Danish Film Institute, Nepenthe Film Apps, Loom Film, SF Studios, Italian text credit. Some of the cast and crew: Rasmus Botoft as Morton, Mia Leiden as Met, Troyes Leiby as Jacob, Kirsten Lefelt as Vanja, Stina Ekblad as Burling, and Kirsten Olesen as Marie. The Courier, 85% on tomato meter, 95% on the audience score. Now, this is a true life spy thriller, the story of an unassuming British businessman, Gravel Wine, recruited into one of the greatest international conflicts in history. At the behest of the UK's MI6 and a CIA operative, he forms a covert, dangerous partnership with Soviet officer Oleg Penkovsky in an effort to provide crucial intelligence needed to prevent a nuclear confrontation and defuse the Cuban Missile Crisis. Rated PG-13 for smoking throughout, partial nudity, brief strong language, and violence. It's a mystery and thriller, history, drama. Directed by Dominic Cook, produced by Adam Ackland, Rory Edkin, Ben Browning, and Ben Pugh. Written by Tom O'Connor. It is 1 hour and 51 minutes long by Film Nation Entertainment and Sunny March, and also 42. Cast and crew: Anton Lesser as Bertrand, Rachel Brosnahan as Emily Donovan, James Schofield as Cox, Vladimir Chiprakov as Nikita Khrushchev, Marib Nidins as Oleg Penkovsky, and Benedict Cumberbatch as Gravel Wine. Alright, that's it for the week of March the 19th. Actually, all of them came out, or is coming out in theaters on March 19th. So have fun watching the movies. This show is brought to you by Heartland Production Entertainment. If you'd like to help to make the show better, go to patreon.com/heartlandpae.